We're good? Yeah, we're back. And everyone's now going to eat into their microphone because they all went and got food.
Crunch.
Uh-huh.
We're gremlins.
Welcome to having everyone's face on screen where they can be seen to be eating.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to Judge Mukbang stream.
No, you know the little tics I've seen me do on cameras, my little fucking head scratches. Kills me.
Yep.
And then I need to make sure my hair's fine afterwards.
I do the same. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this boy.
Simple
Then there's
solution
just
to that.
then there's just that.
You
Just get rid of
started
it.
to be scratched.
I'll do it again.
I didn't get a choice.
Oh. Would you like a chip for your
Oh,
for your
I found-
sorrows?
I found a pure white hair in my beard.
Pure white heron.
Today.
I've got one of those.
Like-
It's great.
It's
Bro,
like,
my
oh,
fiance's
no.
been finding them for the past 5 years.
In a beard.
And you or her?
In my beard. In my beard. My beard. She doesn't have a beard.
Ah,
His
all
mother
right.
does.
Shall we? All right. So, Lau, you're heading back out into the city. The rest of you lot, what you doing?
As Lau heads out, he sees a seagull fly over him. He goes, "Join the party! Ah! Join the party! Ah!" We were heading to.
What a strange thing, and just walks off.
I wish I could understand.
Trina Silkspin.
Yep. So you're going to head to Trina Silkspin.
It's like I haven't put that on the map yet.
Oh no, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't
You
it
think
weird how you guys
Judge
didn't
was
find a
prepared?
courthouse?
Did we
'Cause that
pass it?
wasn't on there. No,
Oh, really?
there's no
Ah.
freaking
Hence,
courthouse
hence
on
the
the map.
retcon. Oh, we can take them. Get the brands off.
Because I made the map after that and it didn't have it on there. But either way, so you come to the Worried Fur Tailor.
The worried fur. This city is a bunch of furries.
Fur as in F-I-R, as in the tree, Mia.
Ah.
Me is the actual furry.
We've got Jaguar, and then we got the goat.
I mean, have you seen the cat ears on a headset?
Yeah.
My bald spot right here.
See, I should have actually gone
I got
for...
one of those too.
I should have gone for a scaly, seeing as Nori got scales.
Don't want to get Drac too excited.
Out of those a word.
All right, so
Main character
at the front,
wannabe.
at the front of the Worried Fur is a massive wooden spool, which was what you were told to keep an eye out for.
I knock on the door.
Yep. So you knock on the door.
Does the door knock?
I give it 3 of my heartbeats, so 6 seconds, and then I try the door hinge.
Huh?
Your heart beats.
Yeah,
6 seconds?
yeah.
Oh.
The 3 heartbeats.
He's just got 3 hearts in his pocket.
Does anybody have a problem with that?
6 seconds is a long time for a heartbeat, isn't it?
3 heartbeats.
He's cool and calm. He's collected.
Not for Duke, it's not. It's lucky it even
Right,
beats.
you know your heart beats every second, right? Like a resting heartbeat is 60 BPM.
No,
I
Jazz's
think
is
I've
just
been
like
having too much coffee.
Yeah. Just like
Mine's not.
it's not 120. Jazz, you know you're not supposed to feel your heart, right?
feel. He
Oh.
can see it. Yeah, the door opens.
Okay. I walk in.
Yep. And
Did the
you,
door open or did someone open the door?
I opened it.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
inside is a bunch of people wandering through this this showroom. One of them that was near the door was like, well, I wasn't going to open it for you. You can walk it in. You can come in yourself. And he wanders off to grab a spool of fabric off the wall.
After that, Jake's like, I hope that's not Trina.
My ex is ex.
We can talk shit. Anyone else coming with me?
Yeah, Renvar followed through.
Yeah, Gimbal
Aw.
also came.
Poor Ember. Shitting himself. Like Amir was laughing as soon as I started talking. I head to the checkout desk, or I look for someone that looks like she owns the place.
You don't notice anyone that looks like they're really taking charge. There's just a lot of people wandering around, grabbing different bolts of cloth off walls, going back to benches, cutting pieces off, putting things back, grabbing another bit.
I walk to the closest bench and say, do you know where I can find Trina?
So you come up to an old elf man that's seated at this table. He gives you a rather disapproving up and down look. I don't even know whether Trina could help you.
Oh,
Oh god. He's got sass.
Do you know where I can find Trina?
it's Coco.
And he holds up his fingers. One more chance.
Peace.
He rolls his eyes.
Isn't that 2 more chances?
No, he's counting to 3.
Oh.
Ah.
Usually you count down.
1, 0.
When this finger drops.
He rolls his eyes. The Master Tailor doesn't just see anyone. I'm sure anyone else here could put something on you that is better than that.
What's Hightower sent us?
And I'm supposed to know who that is?
Where is your fucking boss?
Oh my god. Straight to threatening.
Everyone's just letting this happen.
Renvar's just at this moment just be like, turns to the closest person that's like near him and kind of just goes, "Hi, here to see Trina. She, if you could just get her, she'll know what's happening."
This person turns to you and says, if you give me money.
Sit on my lap.
Tooth wearing a wig.
Hey, you didn't want my money before. You're not getting it now. Hi, you actually spoke to my twin earlier.
Renvar believes it.
Yeah, just getting stalked by this dude.
God.
I'd believe it. I would believe it.
So the person that was closest to you is a young boy who is helping out around the workshop.
Roughly your age.
Yep.
Is he
Go on.
sweating?
Shut up.
I'm sorry, mister, but I haven't seen Mistress Silkspin all day.
Oh. Renvar turns around and goes to the second closest person to him.
You, yeah.
pretty much. Hi, here to see Trina Silkspin. If you could just quickly go get her, she'll know what it's about. Just tell her I was sent by Vost.
That was Voss, was it?
Yeah,
Voss?
Every
my-
fucking time.
my tongue went forward and I was like, "Ugh."
I can go and see if she's not busy, I guess.
Thank you very much. Just let her know it's in regards to Voss.
Nori would like to start rolling herself in the fabric spools, just like collecting fabric.
Did you go through the window?
No, she came through the door.
I'm very disgruntled through the door.
I'm like, oh.
A female dwarf runs up to you. Leave that alone. What are you doing? That's not to play with, girl.
Nori looks down at the door, and then looks at Gimbal, and then looks at the other door. You're a gnome, I know that, but she's like, no.
But look, lass, if you need help with something, we're more than happy to help. But just you can't be doing this yourself.
Nori looks down at herself, and she just gives the dwarf a little sad look, little puppy dog eyes.
Look, just take a seat over there. I'll be with you in a second.
Nori just like she's got like some of the fabric tucked in, but she just drags it across the room to the seat.
Sounds about right.
You get about halfway across the room before you feel it tug out of where it was tucked in as the dwarfs just like grabbed the fabric.
Nori sits patiently. She's good.
I'm going to have to wash this now.
Oh, how dare Nori is probably the cleanest one out of all of them.
I mean, she does take baths constantly.
She also just stuck her head in her bag where it was just...
You smell like fish.
Nori will remember this.
Nori's hurt.
I love the just out of like camera shot and then just head comes in right against the microphone.
You smell like fish.
So the one that Renvar talked to disappears behind a curtain out the back. The one that's in front of Duke is now getting visibly frightened as Duke is counting.
Duke sees the other guy go behind the counter. Says, "Seems like it's your lucky day. Someone else is more smarts than you." And he walks away from the guy.
He just sort of shrugs and keeps cutting up his bit of fabric that's in front of him. From behind the curtain comes a small gnome.
It's just Dipple.
Fashion, darling.
Ednaman.
Which one of you mentioned Voss?
Rambo puts his hand up really high.
She looks between the two of you. Settles her eyes on Duke.
Oh, Rambo kind of puts his head down a little bit and puts his
No,
arm down slowly.
Definitely would not have been you. And turns back to Remvar. You have the look of a
Rambo puts his head back up.
young guard.
Rambo kind of half shocked and it's like, you know my father?
I didn't like your father.
Me either.
Oh, Rambo. Rambo says very quickly the snap of a tongue and points to Duke. Neither does he.
That happens in unison, so as Duke just goes, neither do I, Ramvar goes, neither did he. Maybe I will speak with you after all, as she looks over at Duke. Now, son, and she points back at Remvar. You're lucky that I like Voss. Why are you here?
We have no fucking purpose to be here.
Remvar turns to Duke and then looks back to Trina and says, well, Voss said that if we were ever in need of help or more so guidance or directions that you would be able to help us.
Have you brought trouble into my shop?
No, not at all. We would never bring trouble into your shop.
Deception. Nah, just kidding. All right, you two, follow me. And she just turns around and goes behind the curtain.
Renville looks at Duke, kind of shrugs and follows in after.
Duke looks at Nori and Gimbal. Looks at Gimbal again. Come on, Gimbal. Nori's busy! Nori's busy!
Oh, I'm waiting for us to come back out and Nori's all dressed up.
Yeah.
Gimbal follows behind.
So as you go through the curtains, you go into a large workshop where there's just mannequins upon mannequins upon mannequins, all dressed up in different outfits, dresses, shirts, pants, anything you could possibly think of that would go onto a body. One of these mannequins is wearing it. Who's this one? And she points at Gimbal. Thought there were two of you.
I'm Gimbal Switchthorn. I'm with Duke and Remvar.
I don't know Duke or Remvar. Who are they?
Us.
That is us.
She points at Remvar. Duke points at Duke. Remvar.
Remvar points at Duke and says Duke,
like, yeah.
and then Remvar points to himself and says Remvar.
Lau
Nori.
subconsciously
Lau.
points at himself. Says Lau.
Lau's feathers, what is it
It's like
called?
someone
Like,
stood on his grave. Just
yeah, like
There's
shut,
like
like
my neck.
flutter, and from it, like you just Remvar. Lau just goes Lau.
whichever. I don't care. And what trouble have you got yourselves into?
Well, first of all, I think we might need some accommodations. Is there anywhere trustworthy that works? This city seems a little corrupt.
I suppose you can stay here.
Thank you. Secondly, we did have someone else with us, but he seems to have vanished in it's fine. We're after the
Whatever.
black market.
He's gone.
I'm not talking about freaking Lau either. On it, bro. On it's gone.
Oh, he's out. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about Arnott.
Everyone forgot about on it.
Arnott left like straight away.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about Arnott.
Yeah, I knew.
Oh god.
Arnott's around.
We're after a market, but not one that would operate in the light.
Yes, darling, you're after the black market. Don't beat around the bush.
Duke chuckles. We're after the black market.
Of course you would be. Voss.
Specifically, Renvar like chimes in. Specifically, we're after the Ravens manual.
I don't know what that is, but I assume it's something that they're probably trying to sell to the highest bidder there.
Correct. Also, while we're here, have you by chance heard of the council that resides under?
Duke just stares at him.
Giving away all our damn secrets.
By the way, I've also committed like 3 counts of murder, and he's
I also got stabbed.
Remember, I also just lied to the city guards and everything.
just all this like
Feels
just
compelled.
confessions coming out. Also, I still wet the bed.
No, I think that's a DM thing.
I can't leave the city without my mother's necklace.
Wait, what am I responding to now? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. What do I...
We're after
council.
the black market. No.
Black
that
market
shouldn't
and the council.
happen. Yeah, you said that.
Council, I have no idea what you're saying.
I do
Rembar,
insight check.
Rembar.
No, I just want to do an insight
Okay,
check.
alright.
Just to see if she's like. She's probably not because she's very forthcoming. Wait, what's my sheet again? Hang on, sorry. Elevator music. 15.
15. She's telling the truth.
Okay.
Is that something that bitch Brawley has come up with? Of course, that's what she'd name her latest fashion cat thing that she does.
It is. She's also selling things on the black market. I think we have a common enemy. Deception.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. Another filthy 20. You're welcome.
Nice.
Look, I wouldn't put it past her. She's crafty, that one. I think she runs the place. Very well. I suppose I could help you. As long as you help me.
Of course.
What do you need?
I want that bitch gone.
Jesus fuck.
Done.
Remember, just looks at Duke
Alright.
and kind of is just like, I mean,
She
yeah?
undercuts me.
Out of the city or dead.
Clothes are horrendous.
Out of the city or dead.
I don't care.
Excellent.
Brilliant. Can do.
No,
How
wait.
are you friends with
Wait. Maybe don't kill her.
Remva
What's her
pops in.
rival's name again?
Maybe just I don't
Remva
know,
pops in
maim
and is
her
like,
a little bit.
well, Remva was gonna ask. We could take one of her hands.
That'll do.
See, the thing is with fashion, it's not about what the hands can do, but what the eyes see. Where can we find her?
We could dig out her eyes. Where's
Is that
Lau?
Lau? Eyes. Lau? Lau? She thinks she's so good. She has a shop in Water Pass. Wealthy people.
Types that down with charcoal.
What was the name again?
Water pass.
No, so
Her
her name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her name, so all you know her as is Brali. B-R-A-L-I.
B-R-A-L-I.
You spell too fast. We're a bit illiterate here.
Yeah.
B
B.
R
R.
E.
A
A.
L
L.
I.
I.
I. Brilliant. Full stop?
No, that's not how you spell brilliant.
The A's got a little accent on it.
Where can we find the black market?
You will have to give me time. I have connections, contacts.
I do
Of
have
course.
one question for you, Madam Silkspin.
I also have a question, but he can go first.
Yes.
Well, I suppose it's a two-parter. How do you know Voss, and what do you know of him?
We have crossed paths in the past. It was a similar sort of arrangement. I helped him, he helped me.
Friends with benefits.
That's what I'm
Unfortunately,
hearing.
unfortunately, he helped me a little more than I helped him, and now I owe him a favor. I guess this will cross that off.
Happy to help.
Why don't you like my father?
Fuck.
What's not to not like?
He is a rude man with no fashion sense and can't pay a tab.
Oh,
Well, you're right about not having a fashion sense. Rude. He's demanding. And what's this about not paying a tab?
Ask your father.
Ask your father.
It would be a lot quicker if you told me.
Oh, you could wait until you talk to your dad again.
God, I'm not gonna remember this.
That's on you.
Old writing it down.
Ask your dad about tab.
tab? What do I mean? Drugs?
Drugs.
Ask,
Spice? Spice?
Spies.
ask your dad about tab from Rena Lamau.
Okay, D's gonna put on
Lamau.
unlockable before he gets to ask that question and forget it again.
Yes.
He's gonna think her last name's Lamau.
Who's Trina Lamau again? Thank you, Trina. What time is it currently?
It is late afternoon.
We're inside. We can't see the sun.
We should. We're missing one of our companions. We should find him before nightfall. We'll be back. I think we'll deal with Riley tomorrow. How
There's
long do you think?
More of you?
Just one.
Three is already too many.
Oh, there's a fourth in your waiting room.
Now, Trina, do you want to continue owing Voss a favor?
It'll be a squeeze, but I guess I could fit
It's fine. This new one's small.
5 of you.
Odds are he'll want to stay outside. You get up
Who's
and starts to walk out.
who's the one that's in the waiting room?
That would be Nori.
Which one are they?
She has scales.
She just starts walking off out into the main room.
She has scales.
Duke points
She has
at
scales.
Nori. That one's Nori.
The dragon.
No.
He's
He's
just like,
outside.
Are you going to come into? She's looking-
Oh, was that the end of the question? I thought there was more to that.
Are you coming in as well? Why are you sitting here? You're messing up my shop.
Nori looks down and she says, "Small lady told Nori."
Small lady. Which
Oh
one?
fuck. Nori just kind of looks around and then she's kind of like points to Gimbal and then back to another dwarf and then kind of scratches her head.
That. Are you okay, girl?
She just looks at her and then sighs. Land is hard.
Oh.
I feel like Nori just goes through waves of emotion.
Bless you.
Blessed be thy.
Thanks. You good?
Sorry, I found that too funny.
Duke says to Nori, we're gonna go find you coming.
Nori like kind of like frowns and like bares her teeth and she's like, "Lau is dead."
I was not dead.
Oh well, so
No.
sad. I guess there's only 4 of you then. And Trina like turns around and trots back into her workshop.
As she's walking away, Gimbal's gonna call out, "Oh, Miss Trina, Miss
Yes, darling.
Silkspin. Do you perhaps know of any good armorers in this city?"
Those that work with metal for fashion. Whatever do you want one of those for?
I got a
Gimbal
tug.
looks
I got a tongue.
looks
I
down
need
at
it.
his armor and looks back up, and he's like, I just need someone to just sell me some full plate armor. I was hoping that maybe you'd know someone.
There's some people that do that sort of thing over in the next district.
Gimbal nods and turns to leave.
Duke walks up to Nori and sort of kneels down so they're like eye level. Why do you keep saying Lau is dead when we both know he is just scampering off somewhere?
Nori turns up her nose and just says, Lau is dead.
Did he do something to upset you, Nori?
Nori then goes to her bag and she pulls out the chicken.
Oh no!
What state is the chicken in, Judge?
Oh, it's just like pretty much charcoal. Like it's.
Oh,
Are we still inside?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
How did he do this?
Nora just goes like, she starts like reenacting like Lau just like coming out, stabbing. That looked wrong.
Now coming out.
And clip. That's called
Like-
revenge, Drakai.
She goes like,
I don't fucking care.
she just like reenacts it all and like basically does like theater for Drakai. Oh no, Duke.
In the middle
Thank
of
you,
the
I
shop,
thoroughly
just
enjoyed
like.
it.
Charades.
He stabbed you?
Nori nods her head and wipes a tear from her cheek.
We'll find him and we will teach him that this is not okay, Nori.
He will make
it.
Sorry, then.
apologize.
He will make it up to you, I assure you.
Lau burnt Nori. Nori hate land. Nori hate Lau.
It's okay, last day. You can hate him all you want.
He's dead.
While Lau isn't the best with handling
Anything.
Emotions.
life,
Wow. Handles things. Huh?
he like you
No.
is very new to everything, Nori.
Nori no stab friends.
No, but Nori does misbehave. Cause a ruckus in the dress shop. Cause a ruckus in Alderloft many times. Both
Says
had-
the person who got us kicked out of Alderloft.
No, that wasn't me.
I
Remember,
didn't stop it.
remember when we were going into Dazim's compound, Nori, and we all were planning to go through the front gate to speak with him diplomatically, and someone climbed the gate.
Nori nods her head and points to Rimba.
No, Rembar wasn't the first one. You were. You were the first one over. Yes. I think you'll
Nori,
find.
protect Rimba.
I think that you'll find that while you and Lau have some differences, you are quite similar.
I'm not fucking forgiving you.
I'm not saying to forgive him, but maybe continue working with him and he'll make it up. I will make sure.
Nori like opens her bag and she just points in. All gone.
Duke's eye sort of twitches.
He's like,
Lau has served you an injustice. I will make
Uh-oh.
sure that he rights his wrongs. But first
Nori's-
we must find him. I think Eek is good at smelling out Bert, correct?
Nori just sighs and she said, "Last of Shrike gone."
Who's that?
I don't know what that.
Remember, we haven't discussed mentors.
I know, but Nori doesn't.
Rembar
English.
has.
Renva has, yes.
Remember's like, I had a really hot, sexy lady.
She teach me to be spectacular, whatever that means. I just do.
I
what
thought I'd
sexy
get
lady
some
does.
punani.
To show me how to be spectacular in pants.
Not as good as Dipple though.
I spectaculate everywhere.
Oh my God.
I got some spectacular on her chin, and she hated it.
I hate all of this. I hate all of this.
Whilst Duke was talking, Gimbal has walked outside of the shop back onto the street and put on the wolf sense necklace. He's trying to detect the smell of rotting hands.
Stinky
and
bird.
It's got a very distinct smell, that.
Just turns around and walks straight back to Duke.
Okay, so you are trying to... sorry, let me find...
Yeah, we're going to the old lady.
Oh, lady.
I've lost it.
Old lady, dragonborn lady.
One moment, please.
You're gonna get a beating from Dad Lau. I fucking snitched on you.
You really did.
I told Dad on you.
Okay, so that's that one. And... Nope. 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 Where the hell is the... Anyway. I'll find it. There it is. Okay. Good. Got it. I didn't lose it. It's fine. So you're trying to sniff out rotting hands.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Lau, what are you doing?
So I would have made it to the sort of outside now. Lau would be heading back towards the center, so towards the wall, the inner wall. Still trying to look for bell towers, effectively.
So the inner wall.
That's where the towers. Well,
Yep.
that's where he would assume the towers would be because he couldn't see past the wall.
Yep. Cool. All right. Give me a perception roll, please, Gimbal.
Yes, I can do that.
I know how to do that. It's 50 eyes.
17.
17. So you can get a scent of rotting flesh coming from an easterly direction.
Ooh.
Gimbal pokes his head back through the doorway of the store and he's like, friends, I know how to find him.
Duke looks at Gimbal and looks back at Nori. See? You have a friend to find and justice to serve.
Justice!
I was like, I don't want to be found now. I'm gonna get fucking beat.
Pretty much.
Duke stands up and heads over to Gimbal.
You've now got a bloodhound gnome on the case.
Yeah.
You finna be found.
The problem is you're trying to chase a 70-foot per turn bird through a city.
With very, very good stealth.
It's fine.
Yes.
We'll follow your trail to your little cult. We'll burn it down, lure you out, serve justice, and
Do your
then
mechanical
go back to our
bird.
mission.
All right.
Nori's
so
gonna
now-
look. Oh,
Look.
Nori's gonna look for the dwarf lady, and wave, and then leave.
Yep. So you find the dwarf lady over at the sink scrubbing this bolt of silk
Oh.
that you've
I not that dirty. Nora just kind of waves at her and then leaves. Just like, ah, that couldn't have been me.
Now that-
Remember,
Now that Gimbal has the necklace on, what does Nori smell like? Just out of curiosity. Is she stinky?
I mean,
does she
when-
stink though?
when did you all like have a bath last? Like, you've been on the road.
I'm
for a
pretty
while.
sure.
Look, we're in the lower district. We smell like everyone else.
Yeah.
I would definitely smell burnt from Lao.
Specifically.
Yeah, so she kind of smells a bit like. I don't know, describe how you'd smell,
Shellfish.
Nori.
Huh? To describe
Just
myself,
describe
I would
how you
just,
would
yeah.
smell.
Like roses and daisies and rainbows and butterflies.
Okay, now tell me what you really smell like.
Like a burnt fish that was left on the barbecue for too long.
Got your answer, Gimbal.
Perfect. I don't know what I'll do with that information, but
But you have it now.
But here we are.
once we've
Alright,
all
so
Gimbal's going to start leading the rest of the party to where the source of the smell was.
Yep. Lau, what are you actually doing? Like, you found the wall.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Trying to look for a way through the wall. So either like a archway or a gateway or even just a door or a gap or something.
So from where you are, it is a solid wall. There is no openings from this district that you can see. So you can kind of see right up, down, like one side, and then down the other, and it's wall.
Mm-hmm. Is there anybody around at the moment?
It's late afternoon going into evening, so people are kind of leaving stores and shops and starting to head towards either bars or going home. So there's people milling around.
Lau will go to the nearest person that doesn't look like a guard and like tap them on the shoulder.
Yep. So you
They're a
found
magic
yourself-
user.
You found yourself an old elf who's just starting to wander from a store that's nearby.
Lau sort of like, he's tapping him on the shoulder and then he sort of points towards the wall and says, "How to enter?"
Through a door, you strange bird person, you?
Where's the door?
Where is the door?
Hold the door.
He says
Open
where
the
in one
door.
voice and then says the door in the person's voice.
Yeah.
Ugh. He kind of takes one step backwards and goes, you'll want to enter in from either West Pot or Lost Right.
Lau sort of like looks left and then looks right and just says, "Which way?"
Right, of course.
Pick one. There's an entrance either way. Like I just told you.
Which way's closest?
You should ask where West Pot is, Jazz.
What was that mysterious meta player?
He's still like backing off. He's like, you're just
Carrying me.
pick one. Go south. I don't know.
Lau sort of squints his eyes and then sort of follows the wall in the direction of south.
Fly south for the winter.
So south is towards Lost Right. For those of you who are keeping track of this sort of thing at home.
Is it
Nope.
close enough that I'd get there overnight or get there before darkness?
You would, yes.
So when I get to the gateway, what do I see there?
So I would say that the others would start catching up to you here as well. So, Gimbal, the smell is stronger now. You can tell that you're getting really close. Because
He's
Lau,
definitely-
you're not trying to be sneaky or anything, are you? Like you're just.
Not
Don't
really.
give
I'm
me
sort of just like as much sneaky as I was trying to be before. Like,
So you're basically trying to not stand out, but not be noticed.
correct, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I'm purposely hiding.
So anybody
But
would be able to see a bird person walking down the street, but you're just trying to be inconspicuous.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So ahead of the majority of the party, you can kind of see that the crowd is kind of like parted a bit as Lau's just kind of like walking through. Kind of people are giving him a fairly wide berth.
Everyone's just like, what the fuck?
I mean, you
Ew.
don't see many Laos walking around.
Many Kenku.
Would I notice that, like, is Gimbal or any of the other party members within sight line of me now?
If you were to turn around and look, yes.
Okay.
But if you're not paying attention to behind you, probably not.
Like, probably passively as much as not actively. So I'm sort of just focused on the gateway at the moment, heading
Yeah.
towards that.
So everyone else can now kind of pick out Lao out of a crowd in front of them. So what would you all like to do as you've spotted one another?
Rambar decides to walk up a building.
All right.
Does he get branded again?
Yep. There is a building off to your left that you decide to just walk up the wall.
Uh-huh.
I do this so Lau can't see me.
A person on a roof. How inconspicuous.
You're I'm gonna say human child just walking up a wall.
Seems normal.
Do any of the people around like make a noise or exclaim at the fact that this person
What
has
the
now
fuck?
started climbing?
I'm pretty sure they're more concerned about a bird walking.
Somebody help that man. He's
He's walked himself on a roof.
Just wait, what's that classic Assassin's Creed 2 lines? It's like, oh, that person's gonna hurt himself. I won't pick him up.
you stand out unless you're going to attempt a very, very hard stealth check.
Sure, I wanted to try and do it sneakily anyway. Very hard
Disadvantage,
stuff.
Thank you.
Oh, please, sweet. That was an 18. Okay, so I just rolled a 16.
A honk.
plus- Leave my honk alone. That's 19.
Yep. Cool.
Cool, you're a fuckwit. Done.
I'm not going to tell you. Oh, look, nobody notices you, because then
Yeah,
you're
no,
gonna react
because that's-
differently to it.
Yeah, that's. It's like not as many people would. Yeah,
So
I get it.
in your head, you're stealthed.
As
Yeah.
as we see Loud, Duke turns around and goes, "Oh, he's fucking gone again." All right, we need to not necessarily sneak up, but just approach him gently. We don't want him running. He's fast on his feet.
I want to spook the bird.
Okay, and he looks at Nori.
As like Duke looks at like Nori's like fins and like dorsal fins that are like all kind of just like stuck up onto like at point like a cat.
Let me handle it.
And she's just kind of like kicking the road, and Eek's also growling, and
Duke starts walking towards Lau in Lau's direction.
Gimbal pulls out a little bit of bread, like a crumb of bread, and holds it in his hand outstretched and starts walking behind Duke.
You little Lau. Lau's just had a whole fucking loaf.
Yeah, I've still got half a loaf.
Here, duck, 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 duck. Come on. Here, duck, duck, duck.
They
Turns out
normally
it's
love
laced
it.
with Panadol.
He just blows up. And now he's dead.
And Sicklehand somehow manages to appear in Rustebar.
I would rather sickle hands.
Wow!
this point.
Wow!
At this fucking point.
Drakai fucking hates sickle hands too.
Lau, what do you do? As you've now sort of seen what you've seen.
Well, I haven't. Oh, so people noticed Remvar climbing, didn't he?
Sorry, say that again.
Did people notice Remvar climbing? Like, would they have made a different noise that I would have?
Yeah, some people have kind of like audibly gasped as I've just seen some dude like climb up a wall and like stick himself while going, no one can see me.
It's witchcraft.
I'm skulking low on the roofs.
In that case,
You just
I
look like
will
some pervert.
turn around. Would I see anybody? Like any of the other party members?
Duke standing 7 foot tall.
Walking towards
Sorry,
you.
1 second.
One.
Haha.
Wife aggro. It's a wow term. It's a wow term. It doesn't mean she's mad.
Uh-huh.
I missed all of that, so I'm either going to assume it was a funny joke or I'm getting picked on.
No.
Bit of both.
I just
Yeah,
said-
a little bit of both.
I just said
Yeah.
you picked up wife aggro. You tank you.
No.
And Duke's dead.
Duke is now 5'5".
I'll say afterwards, but anyway. So what are you doing, Lau?
I've turned around and am asking if I notice any of the party members walking towards me.
Well, no one's actually stealthing, are they? They're not trying to sneak
Nah.
up on him. They're just trying to like
Apart
approach
from
him.
Remvar, who's being noticed.
Apart from bloody Remvar. Yeah, so you have noticed like Nori and Eek both kind of like get their hackles up, sort of.
I'm not
approaching
walking
you.
towards him though. Because Duke told me to stay, so I stayed behind.
Upon seeing the
Jazz, this is your one chance to regroup with the party. If you run, I'm leaving you. I'm telling you now. If you die, good.
Lau sort of unsure of any of the intentions, especially of this very angry looking Duke and very murderous looking Nori.
The bill comes at the end.
Lau sort of runs towards the gate where he knows guards will be.
As soon as he starts to look like he's about to run, I cast command. I need a wisdom save from you, Jazz.
Jill's like, fuck.
I'm pretty sure he's really good at wisdom too. but-
I'm okay. Well,
Okay,
you
before this happens though, what are you commanding him? What's your command word?
Halt.
Halt?
Yeah.
Come.
He's
Makes him stop on the spot. Ew.
Yeah, alright, so what do we...
I just have to roll because my Kenku recall doesn't actually affect them at all. What do I need to beat?
13.
Ooh. Well, I rolled an 18, and that's a dirty 20.
Every time.
Command is
So
great.
What's command good for again?
Nothing. That's what it's good for.
Nothing
Lau
at the
sort of-
moment.
Like feels this. Is it? Would you say it's like a magical thing, or is it more like a commanding word sort of thing? Like, how does command?
It's
sort of
more
work?
like Duke shouted halt, and it's laced with divine power.
Which
magic.
Is
That
so
Is
they
Gimbal's
don't. Do they
form of
know that
magic.
they've been targeted if they make a save?
Let
Normally,
me
stuff like that will say that they know.
I don't think they realize until after the effect is dropped.
Doesn't say.
Doesn't say.
But if it
No.
failed, I assume I wouldn't have felt any of the magic
No, you
anyway.
wouldn't have
Yeah.
felt anything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
you kind
cool.
of just
So-
keep going.
Lau's heard the word halt and he's still sort of like half stopped anyway because like Duke is a friend. Duke seems pretty trustworthy, but Lau still makes his way towards the guards, but he's not like trying to hide or anything.
So you stopped a little bit and then kept going, did you?
Pretty
you
much,
sort of like-
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but stopped in a way of like my friend has asked me to stop.
Yeah. Somebody runs into the back of you.
Lau immediately like turns around because he's on high alert at the moment.
Yeah. Watch where you're going, bird.
Lau sort of says in as much as Duke's voice as he can sort
It's
of
an exact replica. Kenku mimicry.
yeah, true.
It's
He
an
says
exact
in Duke's voice, effectively, you watch it.
Fuck me. All right. At least it got him to stop. Thanks, DM.
Oh.
Shiv him. Shiv him. Self-defense. Self-defense. Self-defense.
Well, technically, nobody else should have weapons, and Lau doesn't know this.
Very
Uh-oh.
well. Do you accept the challenge?
Is Duke in earshot?
I don't know how far away would you guys have been. What's your command's range?
I mean, at this as this is happening, like Rembar's
60
getting
feet,
up there.
and I'm still.
You got like prime seating. You're just like watching from above, like ooh.
Oh, he's
Pretty
gonna
much,
fucking
but
die.
it's yep.
60
Rembar's
feet.
kind of getting up there.
60 feet, and I'm still closing in. So I would have casted it, and then so I'm like 55.
So you probably won't be able to hear what's going on, but you'll be able to see that someone just like run into the back of Lau.
Duke yells out loud, "Don't!" Because
Rembar's probably
Duke knows Lau will shoot first and take hands later.
Yeah, correct. Lau sort of like, upon hearing Duke again, who's like the voice of reason at this stage, sort of just like, again, has Duke said challenge before? I can't remember.
No.
No. Okay, so he repeats back in partly Duke's voice and partly the person's voice. He's like, "What challenge?"
Oh, that's so Rembar is probably about like
Can you hear
almost
this?
yeah, like almost in line on the building, like directly across
So you're-
from this. So
So you're
On the
on the
roof.
face of the building that's facing the actual action going on here.
yeah,
Yeah.
can I hear this?
How high up are you?
How high are the
They're
buildings?
not yelling at one another. They're literally just
yeah,
like,
yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like.
and it's
full
in a
scorching-
crowd as well. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't say that you guys can hear what's going on, but you can see what's happening.
You're lucky you can see because there's a like little circle around where Lau is anyway.
You small man has slighted against me. I challenge you to combat.
Oh,
Duke starts running.
Uh,
He didn't hear it. He just starts running.
uh-huh.
He knows the longer this goes on without intervention, the guy's gonna die.
The man calls out loudly, "Guard, we have a challenge."
Lau
Upon,
starts running.
upon hearing, well, upon hearing guard, Lau sort of like starts to like step back and move away, almost ready to like duck and run.
Fuck.
Duke
Give me a sec.
catches up and says, "I accept as his champion."
He kind of
Okay,
looks you
Rembar
up
at
and-
this point,
up and down.
Rembar at this point is kind of just like, so this is the face of the building, right? Like this is the side of the building. Rembar's like this on it.
It's leaning over.
Yeah, he's gonna just like,
Rick slips, he falls, cracks his neck.
Rembar's just like, oh fuck.
It's not how this works.
I didn't hear him accept. You lie. You're nothing
Looks
but a
down.
coward.
This one's the
Rembar-
coward. He's running
Rembar
away.
casts invisibility on himself.
You called for guards.
Runs
He's new in
down
town.
the building, and then picks up Lau and runs away while invisible.
Duke spits in the guy's face.
Okay, we're gonna. Okay, I want
Like
everyone
a dusty
that wants.
loogie, bro.
Ooh, everyone who wants to do something during this encounter, I want to give me an initiative roll because there's a lot of
Alright.
stuff going on here, and we need to keep track of the order of
Mhm.
what's happening.
I've
Good.
never loathed a number being inked in red before more than I do right now, Mia.
Sorry.
I am assuming I have
Three.
to roll regardless.
Mia and
Okay.
Isaac, are you wanting in on this at any point?
Yeah,
nah,
so
Lau's involved.
I've run up behind Duke and I'm kind of just mean mugging this guy.
He's like, yeah.
You fucking.
You
All
fucking
right.
fuck with you.
So-
Oh, punk, you cunt.
Duke, what'd you get?
A
3.
Shea bar.
3. Lau.
I'll roll you for your TNs.
19.
19. Remvar.
Remvar got 16.
16. Not bad.
This guy got a natural 20.
Gimbal, what did you get?
I got a 6.
Nice.
I like how the
Excellent.
two people stanced up got the lowest initiative.
So going first is Lau. So what are you wanting to do during this situation?
You've been seemingly picked up.
So we are at the point.
Yeah, I
where
haven't. Yeah.
You have backed away and he's gone. This one's the coward. He's running away.
And like, so basically, as that's happened, Remvar casts invisibility just
so
as it's
that will
happened.
be on your turn.
Exactly.
So in that case, Lau in Duke's voice calls for the guards as well.
Yep.
And
Guard.
basically says, "Guards, I've been attacked."
Deception.
Yeah. Yeah. Deception. Thank you.
With advantage because he's doing it in my voice.
No.
Yeah, worth a shot.
I will let you know now. That is one of my only stats, which is a -1.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
That would be
flex.
an 11.
An 11. Okay.
Recall?
No. So you've called that out. You've called the guards. The guards are now kind of picking up the pace to come over to the commotion.
Achievement get commotion. So that would be classed as what, an action?
Well, I mean, what else would you like to do on your turn? So we haven't essentially got into combat yet. So I'll
Okay.
do what you're wanting to do, and I'll stop you when I think you've done enough.
All right. After calling out, like for the guards and stuff like that,
Mhm.
I'll reach into my robes and start putting some pieces together to make a little, what looks like a cobbled together piece of gears and mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
Which, when, what do I want it to do?
Load.
It'll make like a light, effectively.
Yep.
When,
So
when I
you're
activate it. I haven't activated it yet, but I've put it together ready to
Yep.
use.
cool. All right. We are now on to Remvar.
Remvar has cast invisibility on himself. We all know how this ended up last time when he got involved with Lau.
Oh, he got shot.
Yeah. Not quite hearing what was happening, but hearing enough for the word guards and possibly the word challenge. Also hearing 2 instances of Duke's voice. Remember, cast invisibility, runs down the building and essentially, as running through, picks up Lau, or attempts to pick up Lau and to put him on his shoulder.
So we will get to the point where you're at Lau, because you've casted a spell, you've moved, you've gone to grab him, so that will be, you've gone to grab him will be the start of your next turn.
Okay. Yeah.
So the guards make their way over, and the challenger goes, "I've declared a challenge, and I now wait his answer." The guards unfurl a scroll, and they read, "A challenge has been issued. A duel will commence once both parties have accepted the duel. Weapons may be unsheathed and will be rebound upon the commencement of the duel." On the, not commencement, the, at the end of the duel. Combatants will decide upon what, who will be decided as the winner, either through first blood or death.
Oh, shit. Death.
Nori's in the corner. Death.
What say the challengers? Lau, you are able to respond.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
He's like,
Lau's sort of a little bit confused, but shakes his head.
I refuse to speak until my lawyer's here.
Typical. Backing down, you coward. We now go to Gimbal. Drax just bouncing. He's like, let me at it.
Gimbal's gonna look up at this challenger. He's gonna be like, I'd be careful, friend, unless you want a blessing of on to the side of your head, and looks down at his.
Got him.
And that's my turn.
Drops mic.
And we're back to the top with Lau.
What?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Drac, would you like to go?
Okay, so nothing's happened because Lau's said
Lau's
no,
like shaking
right?
his head like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duke turns to the guards and says, "What if the challenger doesn't say yes?"
Both parties must accept, otherwise the challenge and consequent duel will not go ahead.
Any repercussions for one who is challenged?
The one who is challenged will be
Executed.
yeah.
That
The one who is challenged, nothing will happen to. The one who has given or asked for the challenge will have a mark against their name. Upon 3 marks, they will be arrested.
Oh.
Wait, so that's the person who issued the challenge. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the idea is it's to prevent people from just walking around going, "I challenge you, I challenge you, I challenge
Okay.
you."
Cool.
Duke sort of nods. I want to use the rest of my turn to look this guy up and down and assess his capabilities, please.
Looks at him for a whole 6 seconds.
You're not your inquisitive rogue, you know that, right?
I know. But I need to be. Duke needs to be smarter with this shit here.
But also, after hearing that guard, Lau in his head is remembering some weird film that he's seen one time, and he's going, "I see this as an absolute win."
Some
Was a whole
weird
bunch of
borderline
images that went by really quick.
shit. I rolled a 5.
Yep. So You
I
could take him.
I could take him.
Right. Having heard the guard, Duke sort of takes a breath and sort of relaxes, so it comes down to the guy's height.
Okay. Yep. That's you?
Yeah, that's me. I'm
Yep.
good.
Lao.
That's me in the corner.
I would like to reach into my robes and create.
Say no! Just say no!
And effectively create a second little box.
Hmm.
This time, I effectively whisper some words into it. I can. It's a 6-second long recorded message, so this little recorded message I'll reveal later if it's needed. But I've
I
effectively
fucked your mom.
I've effectively now got 2 of these little boxes, and effectively, if anything sort of happens to me at all, I'll be throwing the light box sort of into the air and activating it, and throwing the other little box at Duke.
Are these both spells?
It's the magical tinkering, so I can have up to 4 tiny non-magical objects with a magical property of my choice.
Okay, that's okay. I just wanted to make sure that these weren't 2 spells that you were holding on to, because
Yeah,
you can
no,
only
no,
do
no.
1. Okay.
It's the magical tinkering thing, so I can have up to 4. So effectively what I'm doing is preparing an action of if anything happens, the light one goes up into the air and turns on, and the other one gets thrown at Duke.
Okay.
Catch, motherfucker.
So as you've just now done this, you all of a sudden feel something grab you. Remva, what are you doing?
Okay, I kind of almost what's the scene? It was like this dude just kind of this person running in, grabbing this person putting on their shoulder, and then just running like in one swift motion. Yeah, I know, one swift motion of picking up on shoulder and then continuously running.
Which way are you holding Lao? Like head over shoulder, facing front or back?
Okay, so his shoulder's facing my back, so he can look at them as I run away.
So it's going to look like he's flying backwards.
Yes.
Lao, what are you going to do?
So upon suddenly being whipped off into the air, I do exactly what I said before. I throw one of the little boxes at Duke and effectively throw the other one up into the air, and it like flashes and turns on.
So you flashbang the crowd, and what does Duke now say?
It doesn't say anything yet. Effectively, Duke has to like pick it up, and that will activate what it says.
Okay, so it's not something that you... Okay, so Duke gets to essentially have a playback message.
Yeah, effectively.
Okay, so you've
You're
flashbanged
this,
the crowd.
I'm dead.
Yep.
Upon being picked up, like Lao effectively touches something on his belt and activates sword burst. Effectively.
Oh my god.
Something has grabbed him, and he effectively has pressed his panic button, and around this belt that was previously hidden, like blades effectively burst out and spin around where Lao is.
Did Remvar see this happening? Remvar doesn't look happy.
He had a feeling.
Remvar has made a grave mistake.
I was waiting for like an athletics check to like pick this up, but you're like, no, we're letting this happen.
You've activated my trap card.
Pretty much. Remvar's about to not be invisible and about to be stabbed for
Children.
the second time today.
So what has to happen with this
All creatures within 5 feet of you must succeed in a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage.
Oh no.
Ew.
If they pass,
Must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 damage.
yep. So there's no like half on
Half.
No, there's no half.
Okay, sweet.
Okay. Okay. Remember, have you rolled your save?
I am now. That hit my 17.
I think dex 14 is what people need to save.
Yep.
So
Cool.
Renvar like kind of having this instinct of Lau's just done something, kind of just not throws up, but like kind of throws off the side and ducks out of the way as he kind of hears a contraption starting to
Blade's just
You know.
spinning in.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I'm a Beyblade!
fucking Beybladed himself.
Let it rip!
um,
How many
upon
people did he just
being
kill?
released and now very, very
None.
spooked, Lau will attempt to effectively run into the crowd and become like go stealth, like become completely invisible. He doesn't want anybody to
go.
know
Lau,
where he's going.
Lau, why am I doing this? Renvar tries to like follow through and track Renvar at the same time.
He may track Lau.
Track Lau. What is happening?
No, he wants to track himself.
Okay, can we start that all again? What are we doing?
Okay,
So Lau,
Uh-huh.
upon being released, immediately tries to effectively escape.
Yep.
His goal at the moment. So he's going to like run at full speed, so 70 feet, and try and effectively stealth his way out of there. He doesn't want people to see or know. He doesn't want anybody else to see or know where he's going.
Nobody knows.
Okay.
and Renvar, like as he's let him go, still watching Lau, tries to still invisible, tries to follow Lau.
All right, so we need stealth
Mhm.
from Lau, because you're trying to not be seen by everyone.
Correct.
And animal handling.
I'll also use my Kenku recall to give myself advantage on that. Oh, the first roll's a 19. I may not need it. That would be
Ow.
26.
26. So now we need a investigation roll, because you're pinpointing, watching, looking for this one particular person. So can I please get Renvar an investigation roll?
Fuck.
I'm going to guess that you don't get higher than 20 whatever.
No, 16.
You lose sight of the blade spinning bird.
Can I through this? This is probably the end of the turn, isn't it?
So
I kind of just like waiting. I want to like try and track people's reactions of hearing people go, "The Beyblade bird."
So the challenger turns around and pokes his finger into Duke's chest. That was your friend. That was your fault.
Looks like he said no.
Remember the box.
I've got a passive perception of 14. Did I notice the box?
I pretty much threw it at you.
Did it hit me?
Just threw it at
I
you.
mean, I can roll a
You
like
didn't feel it.
D20
Please.
if
Yeah.
He doesn't feel much, so
you.
Except
16.
hatred.
I've not added anything. To
That's
that.
my AC. So I bend down, I pick up the box.
as soon as Duke touches this box, in
Should not have
Lau's
stitched me up.
Lau's sort of
I
like
challenge you.
Lau's sort of broken voice and stuff like that, you hear instructions being given and you realize that they're actually directions from where you are. It's only 6 seconds, so it doesn't say where it's going, but
Okay.
you've effectively been given directions. For
Okay.
outside of context, it's directions back to the basement.
Cool.
Okay.
Left, right, left, straight.
I pocket the box and I say, looks like he said no to me.
It's still like, because Duke is still technically holding it, it's mumbling in his pocket.
I can just think of it being like the one of the GLaDOS cores that's doing the cake
Yeah.
recipe.
Oh god.
Yep.
I will remember this and I'll be back. I'll find you. He turns around.
Challenger
and walks
will
off.
remember this.
Yeah.
I turn to the guards and I say, how many strikes does he have now?
The guard pulls out a notepad that he's got. 2.
I look forward to seeing him get arrested next time.
Yeah, well, he's one of our more bloodthirsty duelists.
What's his name?
Crap.
His name's
What an
Crap?
interesting
Wow.
name, Crap. Maybe he's the first name Crap,
Hammerhand.
last name Duelist.
Hammerhand's
Duelist.
brother of Comrade Sickle Hands.
It's actually Ballot from the future.
He's back.
I will get my revenge on them.
He's basically Terminator.
His name is. Give me 1 second.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason fucking Bourne.
Oop.
Maybe,
Nope.
maybe,
Nope. Wait.
maybe we could call him James Dead
Hey.
or Jason Dead.
I'm trying to find someone that actually exists. I can't.
Me too, kid. Me too.
Oh, in your map
Yeah.
or in the world.
Well, it sounds like he's more of a vagrant than anything, not a permanent resident. So
His name's Aesalorn. Aesalorn.
Hold on, you lost me after the
A
A
Aes
AES
Alorn.
ALORN. Last name?
I can't
description?
pronounce it.
Description.
Social
Now
security
to
number.
H.
Description. Like, was he human?
Yeah, so he's half elf. Really
Half
like
elf.
well built, muscular half elf.
Tank. Cool.
Just clarifying question. With the proficiency bonus, that's already added on to proficiencies, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay,
yes.
cool.
Yep.
Duke looks at the guard and says, "Thank you for your service," and walks away.
Lovely. What's everyone going to do now?
I follow the direct. I regroup with everyone and say, pull out the box. Sounds like Lau gave us directions to. I'd say
Oh
where
my-
he's made a nest.
Sorry.
Where's made a nest?
Sorry,
Yes.
sorry. Now I just got followed by Corsair ANZ on
Nice.
Twitter.
Ooh.
Nice. I look at everyone. We're following these instructions. Come on.
Rembar's still invisible, so he's not he hasn't
Rema
unvisi-
also tried to follow Lao, so I don't think he's here.
Duke has very little patience for antics.
Oh, he know, yeah.
So
Rembar
Rembar is
doesn't
on
care.
his own. Yeah.
Since I
Yeah.
still have the wolf senses necklace on, can I smell the disappointment on Renva?
I'll allow it.
You smell a lot of disappointment in the general area.
It's
You
rough
smell
in
a
this
lot of
neighborhood.
things. Most of them you don't really want to be near.
You're like, wow,
One of them
smells
is
like my
loud.
mum's bedroom.
Oh, take that off.
Yeah, so I lead Nori and Gimbal following Lau's instructions.
Yep.
We follow.
Where is
Begrudgingly.
Lau going? Is Lau heading back to his place of residence?
Yes, the little underground bunker thing.
And so the directions, where do they specifically lead to?
The door, like where the opening is.
Jeez, it's so freaking ominous. You just get to like a basement door. Like what?
A basement door that has a
Melted lock.
melted lock on it. Yes.
That's where you guys are standing.
I open the door and walk in.
Yep. And it's as I
Lau
described before.
Lau is sort of like at the end of the hallway and sort of just like waves at Duke.
Hello, Lau.
You
Gimble's
got-
gonna run over to Lau and he's like, Lau, are you hurt? No, Nori said you were dead. And he's gonna look Lau up and down for any
As
injuries.
Gimbal says this, like Nori's at the other end of like the corridor from Lao, is just giving like the most murderous intent. So she's got like,
Lau sort of like squints his eyes and looks at Nori and just points at Nori and says, "Evil magic user."
Nori that just like puts a flame in her hand. Dead bird.
Nori, wait outside. Lau, sit down.
Lau sort of goes to his little room and sits on his little straw bed.
Yeah, fucking grounded bitch.
You got sent outside.
Yeah, that's better. At least I'm not in a room.
Lau, where have you placed your bag?
My bag.
Your bag of stuff.
It's always on me. I don't take it off.
Okay.
It's sort of like my bag is, picture it as like a robe that's just got a bunch of like hooks and pockets in it.
I was waiting for say like it's just a Nike bum bag.
It's like the most esche bag ever.
Duke
The
walk-
mechanical bird is still on the bedside table.
Okay. Duke walks up
Bird
to
for a bird.
Lau and says,
Eats him.
we've been adventuring for quite some time now. May I see your hand collection that you've amassed?
Lau, at this stage, has no reason to distrust Duke. So
Drugs.
he sort of like nods his head and
Yes,
just
Jazz.
places every single hand out in front of him in order of like,
Oh, and he's categorized it.
well, in this case, it's most decayed to least decayed.
Did you
Oh.
place them like on your little bed or on the ground?
Just on the ground. Like it's
Cool.
like a straw heap. It's not really a bed. It's a bed
And-
for Lau.
There's a lot of hands.
Now, how many are there, Jazz?
There are. Oh, there's 3 fingers.
Uh-huh.
There
Nice.
is 1 human hand, 2
Yeah.
Minotaur hands, 1 extra Minotaur hand minus 1 ring finger,
Uh-huh.
10 drow hands, 1 werewolf hand. Oh no, that was an actual werewolf. 1 werewolf hand,
Ew, okay.
and 10 goblin hands.
Okay. Judge, they're all in states of heavy decay, right?
Mm-hmm. It's
Like
Bro,
meat
it's been in-
slopping off the bone.
yeah.
Cool.
Some of them have been rather
Cool.
old.
Duke stands in front of the fingers. Lau's first trophies.
They're the fingers that
Oh, I
Duke handed
remember
Lau
I
specifically.
remember
Yes.
I remember.
That's where the human hand came from. So the human hand and the 3 fingers are actually the same one.
So just letting you know, Remvar didn't kind of go with the group because he didn't realize that they left, and he's still kind of searching for Lau in the streets. So Remvar's not
Have you
deep in
seen
this.
my dad?
Oh
You're
no.
easier to
Okay.
find than the bird.
I'll be back in a second too.
He's
in
invisible.
IRL.
He's gonna get stabbed.
I'll
run away
deal
like
with
that.
Ramvar when Tay
Yeah.
gets back.
Lau, if we are all going to continue as one cohesive group, the Shattered Hand, if we are going to face
I can't help but notice how happy Mia is right now.
Yeah, fuck him up.
hey, Mia, you need to keep in line too. I don't want to have to fucking chop Eek's head off.
Everything I loved is
I'll
dead
do it.
anyway.
Rathian's like,
Yeah, that's bloody Isaac's mount. You can't do that.
Duke says, if we're all going to be one cohesive party as the Shattered Hand and face the evils and corruption in the world, we need to coexist together. Now, I understand, and he steps on one of the fingers, crushing it beneath his foot, that you and magic do not have the best history.
Lau sort of like squints his eyes and says, evil magic users.
But Nori and Remvar, while misguided and young-minded, yes, like yourself, they are not inherently evil towards you. Now, there is something
Picks up a finger, eats it.
before
You're
before he,
snacky.
before he, like as you reach for the finger, I sort of like move
No.
your
I
hand
was describing that's what you were doing because you
ducked
Oh,
down.
right. Sorry. He lifts his foot up off the finger, showing the bone dust, and hovers over the second finger. You're about to learn a very important life lesson, Lau. And that's that actions, steps on the finger, have consequences. You cannot assault a party member multiple times, destroying their goods, lifts his foot off the finger, showing more bone dust, and hovers over the third one. Without consequences, steps on the third finger.
Nori trapped Lau in magic bag. Very evil.
Now, Lau, can you still use your gun?
Oh,
Your outcry?
Lau, almost forgetting that he had it, sort of like looks in and checks it over. Is about to pull the trigger.
Do
test.
not
Oh my
pull
fuck.
the trigger.
Lau sort of stops immediately.
Now, if you see my axe, and he shows the state of his axe all binded up.
Lau sort of nods his head.
Nori saved you from going through this with your weapon. Now, I do understand that magic to you is inherently abhorrent and untrustworthy.
Lau puts away outcry and nods his head.
Like Duke moves
lot.
to the next skeletal hand and steps on it. This does not mean that Nori is inherently abhorrent and evil. Nori was smuggling you in, so you didn't have to go through the same security checks, so you may still use your outcry, your various other weapons you have on you. Do you understand this?
Lau sort of shakes his head and just says, Nori wanted to trap Lau.
Nori, please come in.
Nor go, be your fucking ass. Nori comes to the door and looks at Lau. Very dirtily.
Now,
Lau
Nori,
squints
before you do anything, if you show any sign of aggression, any sign of force, you will be dealt with.
Gonna die.
Did you purposefully trap Lau in your bag, or were you smuggling him in?
Nori goes.
He's
Option 2.
Vanish.
Duke turns to Lau. See, she was not trapping you. She assisted you in the border crossing like an illegal into passing security because we both know that they would have confiscated a lot off you, Lau.
Lau's sort of just sitting there and having a bit of a think. Yeah, because I did see the actual like binding of the weapons and stuff like that.
Because I was mid binding my weapon.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
all of it
you went
happened.
first. Yep.
Yeah.
So Lau's sort of just sitting there having a bit of a think, and then just says, "Lau may have panicked."
Which is understandable. What I'm after, and he hovers over the fourth hand, before any more of these get destroyed, is an apology, Lau. I need you to say and mean it. I am sorry for damaging and causing you harm, Nori.
Lau sort of gets up. Instead of saying anything, he reaches inside of his like
Fucking shoots Nori.
he reaches inside of his jacket and pulls out the jar of spices and walks over and hands it or offers it to Nori.
Nori looks at it, squints at him.
Is that
Before
how
she-
birds bond? They do drugs together? Like, what?
She then reaches in into her bag and gives Lau a burnt piece of furniture, like piece of wood or something, in exchange.
Lau sort of like gives the jar of spices and takes the piece of wood and puts it next to the little mechanical bird that Gimbal gave him, and then points at Gimbal and says, "Magic friend," and then points at Nori and says, "Magic friend."
Gimbal steps up to Lau and is like, Lau, I know you don't trust magic users, but we're not all evil. You have to learn to trust us. And he reaches his hand out and casts Healing Word on Lau. Not so much to heal him, but to show him that magic can be beneficial and good for him.
Lau sort of like shudders and still absolutely hates it, but he still remembers the little mechanical bird that Gimbal gave him. Sort of doesn't really say anything, but you can tell he's really uncomfortable and does not like it at all still.
Duke nods. Says, good. He moves his foot from hovering over the fourth hand. The rest that are undamaged are yours again now.
Lau sort of just leaves them on the ground, sort of still arrayed how they are around the bed.
All right.
Nori kind of whispers to Eek in like Draconic, "We will save him to eat if we need to."
Duke eyes Nori, not knowing Draconic, but is just eyeing her.
He's like, I fucking
Something
get
was
the
said.
sense.
I don't know what it is, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
Lau sort of points at the spices as well and sort of makes the like motion. And he's like, "He's good, hot."
You're gonna give the underwater person hot food.
Well, Lau values the spices, and like the best way that Lau knows to say sorry is to give items, because obviously birds can't speak, but they can give twigs and make nests. So his next best option is handing over a jar of spice.
Damn. Giving up the spice.
And
He's gonna be itching for it soon.
everything else in my backpack.
And everything. Jess is like, I just don't want to keep track of my hands anymore.
This is just for the best.
Hey, you're lucky I didn't start with a mechanical bird.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought you were, to be completely
No.
honest.
No.
All right. So, where are you guys going now?
Duke says to Lau, we have a place to stay. He tells him where Trina's place is.
And Lau just responds, Lau, stay here.
Understandable. Please make sure you do not go off on your own, Lau. If anyone
Lau nods his
challenges
head.
you, you say no.
Lau nods his head hard. This time he's like, he doesn't want any of that.
Duke turns to face sort of everyone here. If we see that half elf again, we say no, he gets arrested. We do not say yes, no matter how much he taunts, and he looks at Nori, no matter what he says or does.
Remvar's still out on the streets looking for Lau.
That's fine. We,
Yep.
By the way, Remvar also kind of forgot he's invisible
that makes sense.
Again.
again.
That makes sense.
So he's still kind of like looking around and like half
Is that-
bumping into people and not realizing why they're looking so confused.
Is that 10-minute duration or was that a longer one?
An hour.
An hour.
An hour. Caps out at an
Interesting.
hour.
Great. Okay, I'll get back to you in a second.
Duke continues. Tomorrow we are heading to the Water Pass district. There is a tailor there we need to encourage to leave the city. Then we will get
Lau rubbed his
information.
hands together.
Ideally, I don't want to kill an innocent Lau unless we
Lau
find
sort of bows his head.
unless we find any connection to criminal activity, then it's fair game. We will be getting intel on the black market. Once we have that, we will find what we've come for, and ideally, either get a lead or find the council that resides under and deal with them. All right. I'm glad this is past us. Have a great night. I think I need a drink. Duke walks off to find a bar.
Yep. Perfect.
Not the mumbling goat.
We will find one close by.
As Duke kind of leaves, Nori tugs on Gimble's arm, and she points to the bag and says, "Gimble, fix."
Oof.
Gimble, is the bag open at this stage?
Yeah.
Gimble pokes his head in the bag and assesses the damage within.
Gets a lung full of smoke again.
Oh
And
god, that's good.
The smoke is settled, but there's not much to salvage in here. It'll need to be like all removed, cleaned out, started fresh.
Yeah, look, you're looking at about a 10
20-minute job.
pieces for a full. Got to get a full team in here. It'll take us a couple of hours.
It'll take 3 weeks minimum.
Yeah.
Need 3 guys.
This right here, I need 2 extra minimum.
Yeah. Gimble pulls his head back out of the bag and looks at Nori, and he's like, I'll have to make some new stuff for you, Nori, but it's doable. You're just gonna have to give me some time. We'll have to find some resources, but it can be done. I know it's not an ideal situation, but we can do it.
Just a question. So, is this just like a 1-room bag, or is there like a separate like area in
Now
the
she
room?
asks.
Yeah. Now we're getting information. No, so it's a 1-room bag. So it's a yeah. I mean,
No,
you can
no
build
bathroom?
walls. Ew. Just carry it around in a bag. Ew.
You do it for dogs.
You also don't shake the bag up amongst all your other stuff too.
It was already gone.
All right, so Duke's heading off to go find a drink somewhere. Lau, you're staying where you are.
Mhm. Lau's had a big day. He's going to sleep.
Gimbal, Nori, where are you two heading off to?
Nori's going back to her seat at the shop with the little dwarf lady.
Well, I mean,
What time?
Yep.
What time of the day is it now?
It's now heading into evening. Like, it's time you should probably not be outside.
Gimbal's gonna follow Nari back to the shop.
Yep. So all the shop workers have gone home for the day, so it's just Trina and now you two. As you walk in, Trina comes out from behind the curtain. We're closed. What are you doing here? Ah, it's you. Yes, bedroom's through here, but I've called in a friend to help.
We're gonna get ganked.
It's gonna be
Dad's
the fucking
boyfriend's
half elf.
back.
It's gonna be the
Gimbal-
fucking half elf.
Gimbal raises an eyebrow and he's like, "A friend? Who's your friend?"
I've called a favor in of someone who can help me figure out where this place is for you.
Nori looks at Gimbal before walking straight back there.
Yep. So you both go through the curtains, and seated at the kitchen table is Shrike.
My bitch!
Damn.
For those who are dumb, who was Strike again?
That's my mentor.
Shrike was
Oh!
Nori's mentor.
Nori looks at Gimbal and like shakes him violently before she's like points at Shrike. And then she looks at Eek and she's like, then to Shrike, and then she just runs over and she's like pointing at everything.
Well. Look who we have here. Didn't expect to see you here again.
Nori blushes.
Oh my god.
Oh, you remember me.
You didn't leave me behind.
Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me my bag. And we're going to leave that there, and we're going to go to Remvar. Remvar, you're wandering the streets at night.
Yes, I am.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for Leia.
Can you...
Heading in. Yep.
Give me a d20 roll.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you roll?
Mm-hmm. 6.
A 6. Having the invisibility worn off, I mean, you didn't realize it anyway. You wander down a side street and are met with 2 figures.
This is just Remvar gets ganked simulator.
Yeah, this is like straight out of a gang movie. He's bah bah. Send our regards. Bah bah bah.
It's a little late for you to be out, isn't it? As they
Is it
both
possible?
start walking towards you.
Rembar not really
And-
noticing that they were talking to him.
That's where
Kind of
we
just
end.
ignores them and walks up a wall.
Yes, the end of the session.
Nope, I don't think so.
Pretty much.
So that is where we're going to leave it, though. So two little
Rembar's-
cliffhangers there.
Rembar's standing on a on a wall.
It's fine, they can't see me.
Probably just
Silly
confused the
people.
fuck out of him. It's like, what the fuck? They're just like, this place is weird. Let's get out of here.
They're gonna stab him and say, Aestelon sends his regards.
The council sends their regards.
All right, where are we going to go?
Where do we come from? Where do we go? Where do we come
Where
from?
come
While
from?
I work
Gonna
that
go.
Let's do the last little round. So, Isaac, who are ya?
I'm Isaac. I play Gimbal, the Forge Domain Cleric. And that's about it. I don't stream. I don't really do much.
So he's
said
finally
I-
admitted that he's not going to stream again. Afterwards, I'm going to be a streamer. Stream again,
I
dude.
never-
It was good fun.
You'll get it one day.
Go follow him so he has to stream again.
Exactly.
Jazz is like, do I follow him after saying that?
I do, because I remember getting the notifications and I remember not seeing the notifications.
Done dirty.
Hello, I'm DCG. I was playing our very lovable human bard, Remvar. Remvar,
I don't.
the
follow
human
him.
bard. Anyway, I am slowly but surely getting back into streaming since now moving into Victoria. It's been like, I don't know, fucking 4 months now. Anyway, I've streamed like 3 times, but I'm getting there. Hey, but yeah, you can find me in that link in chat, twitch.tv/DCG. I do things. I play games occasionally. I just dropped the channel trailer. Go click that link. Keep it up there. Watch it when you get lonely. It's great.
Watch it when you get lonely.
I watch it every night.
Anyway, over to you, Mia.
Yeah.
I'm Mia. I played Nori. She was great. I was great. I make dice and
Stream sometimes.
I stream sometimes, and I have to stream before October so I don't lose affiliate.
And say
And
that October, you're like, I just lost affiliate.
I lost affiliate. Please like and
Dipple dice coming soon.
Oh,
it's just a tit in the middle.
Nice.
I just thought of
fine.
ones that you took out early and just like stretched them out and just like, there we
Oh,
go, Dipple dice.
yeah.
And Drac.
Hi, I'm Drakai. I play everyone's unfortunate father, Duke. He is a paladin. I haven't really said that in the outro or intro before, but yes, he is a paladin of conquest.
Oh.
Yeah, I stream WoW. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I stream WoW. World of Warcraft for those who don't know what WoW. Sundays and Mondays/Fridays. Lately, it's been Fridays. And on Wednesdays, I play Mass Effect because Star Wars Jedi Survivor is a terrible port and should burn.
Oh.
It true. And Jazz.
Hello, I am Jez Like Onion. I am the one with the very judgmental cat right now. I don't know if you can see that very well, but she's
pussy.
put the dog
she's literally giving me the death glare of why the fuck are you not in bed right now?
It's my time on the computer, Mum said.
Yeah, pretty much. That's Cersei right now. When's it my turn on the computer? I stream on the weekend at 12 p.m. And this weekend we're starting a brand new hardcore world because I died in my last one. So
Womp womp.
I've only got 2 more Carl Craft approved seeds left. So hopefully I only need 1 more.
Speaking of which, what hurt more, losing the hardcore world or getting scolded by Carl?
Honestly,
Why did you get scalded by Carl?
Is there a
all
clip of this?
of me dying?
No,
or
of scolding.
I don't know. I don't think
Wait,
so. I didn't.
Why did you
clip
get
it.
scolded? What
I
happened?
He
died
died.
in hardcore. Yeah.
Oh, oops.
Really, out of all of it, nobody can be more disappointed in me than I am disappointed in myself. Really?
That sounds like Trump's apology.
So yes, if anybody wants to watch what the start of a hardcore playthrough looks like, tune in tomorrow because I don't have to pick up my car tomorrow.
Nice.
You fucking lied?
He did.
Well, I didn't know my car didn't.
Jazz
need
like
to
a
be picked
liar.
up. Yeah, it's I didn't know my car wasn't able to be picked up until
Womp womp.
yesterday, and then yesterday I had already planned to hang out with someone on Saturday, so I'm like, I'll wait until like I reorganize with them, so I'm not canceling plans. So then I didn't get that reorganized until halfway through D&D. So now it's confirmed I am actually streaming tomorrow.
Cool.
Nice.
Good enough.
Okay, I'm tired, so we're going to finish this up now.